Hello, my name is Melanie and I work as a Career and Employment Advisor here at Macquarie University. Welcome to this workshop on Resume and Cover Letter Essentials brought to you by the Macquarie University Career and Employment Service. Today we will cover the key points to consider when developing your resume and cover letter. We will cover the topics you can see on the agenda as we move through the session. Our objective is to show you how to develop an effective resume and cover letter. By the end of the workshop today, you will be able to respond to selection criteria effectively, tailor your resume for each role, and write a compelling cover letter. We'll start by discussing what employers look for. Employers look for well-rounded graduates. They want to know, can you do the job? Do you have the skills, qualities and achievements? Will you do the job? Do you have the attitude and aptitude? And will you fit in? Are you a good cultural fit for the organisation? To become a well-rounded candidate, consider extracurricular activities such as clubs, groups, societies and sports, part-time work, internships, projects, activities and volunteering. Consider the culture and decide whether or not it will be a good fit for you. For example, is the organisation large or small? Is it traditional and bureaucratic or modern with a flat structure? Employers want graduates that possess key employability skills, including interpersonal and people skills, communication and teamwork, organising and planning, adaptability and resilience, reliability and motivation, critical thinking and problem solving, and digital literacy. These skills are vital and it is critical that you include them with a particular focus on those skills specifically related to the role. According to the National Skills Commission, 75% of employers place at least as much emphasis on personal qualities as technical skills. To build these skills, participate in the range of experiences employers look for in a well-rounded candidate. In this section, we have discussed what employers are looking for and how to become a well-rounded graduate. Employers want to know, are you a good fit for the organisation in terms of skills, qualifications and achievements? Are you a good fit for the culture? And do you have the key skills they require? Next, we will review how to conduct a job analysis to effectively respond to selection criteria. Firstly, look at the information the organisation provides to describe itself. You can respond to this in your cover letter and career objective. Look at the key words used throughout the job. You need to use these words in your cover letter and resume. If the organisation uses an applicant tracking system, the system will be searching for these words in your application. Ensure you respond to the criteria and highlight any experience you have relating to the duties of the position, including software. Before you move ahead with your application, start by highlighting keywords and criteria to ensure you respond to them effectively and don't leave anything out. In this section, we have done a job analysis. Remember to highlight the key criteria for the role, as well as other keywords used throughout the job advertisement. Respond to all of these in your application. We will now look at resume preparation. It's important to research and prepare to write your resume to show initiative and enthusiasm, to gather information for your application, and to assist in making an informed decision about the role, the organisation, and the industry. You can start by researching the role, the company, and the team or department or division, the manager or supervisor, the culture and working environment, as well as trends and recent events in the industry and the company. Where can you do your research? Online, through newspapers, blogs, chat rooms, company website and social media, newspapers and magazines, professional associations, and networking at careers fairs through LinkedIn, friends and current employees, and by conducting informational interviews. What do you need to include in your resume? Your personal contact details, your mobile, professional email and LinkedIn, your career objective, a summary of goals or skills, and use keywords. Key educational qualifications, current first and include awards and scholarships. Professional memberships, CPA, CA and so on. Employment experience, paid and casual with the dates, your role, the company name and a detailed description. Relevant skills such as software, languages and employability skills. Extracurricular activities, student societies, global leadership program, sports and volunteering. Interests are optional. Don't list gym or listening to music, but something you can relate back to the skills required for the role and that serves as a differentiator for you. Referees, professional and or academic, include name, title, organisation and contact details, though not necessarily in this order. List details according to what is most relevant and most recent. Your career objective is optional but can be effective. When well written, it can influence the way an employer considers your resume. This section provides a summary of your suitability for the role and the opportunity for you to tell your story explaining your career path so far. Your career objectives should be meaningful and link your goals to attributes sought by the employer. Consider it a marketing slogan that pinpoints why you are a perfect fit for the advertised position. What makes you right for the role? Employers often want to know how you could contribute to their organisation. So to promote yourself for a job, it's important to think about what you could bring to an organisation and not just about the benefits to you. Including this information in your career objective shows the employer how you will be able to support the work they do as an organisation. It may be easier to create this section after you complete your research, have matched your skills to the position, tailored your resume, and written your cover letter. Education. Relevant information that you can add to your latest education for Macquarie could be your WAM, if you have a distinction average or above, and or a few key units that taught you material and information that are directly related to the job that you're applying for. If you did well in those subjects, you can include the final grade earned in brackets, as in a distinction or high distinction. Also, if you received any academic awards or outstanding grade on major projects or presentations that are relevant to the role, include them here. Employment experience. Your employment experience section should not just be a list of skills or attributes sought by the employer. You need to provide detail on what you have done within the role to develop these skills and attributes. Use 3 to 5 bullet points here per experience with a mix of technical and employability skills relating to the role. Use the specific name of the key skills in your resume. The more that you do this, the more relevant and useful employers will see your skill set. Use this section to prove how you have demonstrated those skills in your past employment. You can also add quantitative details so that the outcome has an added depth or degree of achievement. You can also add achievements to your positions. Achievements can be awards, recognition for going above and beyond the scope of your job, promotions, and any new skills learned or honed on the job. Extracurricular activities. Remember to provide detail here. Extracurricular activities can be written about in the same way as an employment experience to provide evidence of skill building. Hobbies or interests. As previously mentioned, this is an optional section and can be used as a differentiator for you. This is not the place to list commonplace activities that most people do. Rather list 1 or 2 interests and find a way to relate them to skills required for the role. In this example, communication, teamwork and leadership skills have been highlighted. The applicant also has an achievement winning at uni games. Referees section. Referees are generally not required until later in the process. Referees available on request is the standard comment. Referees should be work and academic, not personal. Usually required to have 2 to 3, and remember to be guided by the job advertisement. If they ask you to provide referees in your application, make sure you do so. Make sure you ask their permission first before including them on your resume. Your referee must be able to comment on your work and technical skills. We recommend you email or call them to remind them of key dates, roles and the relationship. Tell them about the role and what they are looking for. Send them a copy of the job advertisement and your resume. Always thank them afterwards, no matter the outcome. List your referees using their name, job title, organisation, phone number and email address. Make sure your resume is customised, relevant, first things first, concise, quality, accurate, with no spelling errors, no grammatical errors, no cutting and pasting. The format should be 2 to 3 pages, clear headings and sections, well spaced, consistent font, 10 to 12 point is best, minimal colours and use bullet points. And remember to use CV360 on MyMQ Career Zone for instant feedback on your resume. In this section, we have discussed resumes. Key points include: research the opportunity to decide if you should proceed with your application. Ensure you include the key sections. Review how to enhance the information included in each section. Proofread to ensure your resume is free from errors, and use CV360 to review and gain instant feedback. Remember to concentrate on what you have to offer to the employer and the organisation, rather than using the valuable space to apologise for any lack of experience. Don't undervalue your past experience and overseas employment. It's important that you focus on your skills and strengths and how they can be used in the new job that you are now applying for. Think about how your cultural background, experience and skills enhance your personal development and work. For example, how they shape your interpersonal communication and problem-solving skills. In our final section, we will discuss how to write a compelling cover letter. Your cover letter is an important document to introduce you and your resume to an employer and to show enthusiasm for the role, to address selection requirements and give you the opportunity to talk about specific qualifications and skills, to show understanding and research of the organisation, and to provide a sample of your written communication skills. Cover letters are written in formal business letter layout. Start with your name and contact details, then include the date. Next, the receiver's name and contact details. Then type either Dear Receiver's name or Sir or Madam if you don't know the name of the person you're addressing the letter to. Include the title and reference number of the position you're applying for, as the company may be recruiting for a number of roles. Paragraph 1 indicates your interest in applying for the role. Paragraph 2 succinctly addresses the selection criteria using supporting statements providing evidence for key skills, qualifications and experience. Paragraph 3 discusses your interest in the role and organisation and includes research you have done on the company. Look beyond their website to find information on current projects, plans for expansion, company values and so on. You can also include any industry insights you may have here. Paragraph 4 advises on your availability for interview and thanks them for considering your application. Lastly, write yours sincerely or yours faithfully if you don't know the name of the recruiter, and then your name. In this section, we have discussed cover letters. Key points include business letter format, showcase your written communication skills, clearly show how you met the criteria through your skills, qualifications and experience, and add some research of the organisation to show how interested you are. That brings us to the end of this workshop. Let's take a minute to review what we have covered. Today we have discussed what employers are seeking, how to analyse a job advertisement, resume tips and cover letter tips. Make sure you tailor your resume and cover letter for each role. Check your grammar and spelling and use CV360 for an instant online review. Now that we have completed the workshop, we recommend that you reflect on the key messages and your next steps. After this video finishes, why not spend a few minutes to reflect on both what you have learnt and 3 actions that you could take after this workshop. If you are still wondering what to do next, here are some suggestions to keep your momentum up. Why not check to see when a live workshop on resume and cover letter essentials is taking place? Here you can cover the content in more detail and ask any general questions. Book through Career Hub. Once you have finalised your resume, you could watch the LinkedIn Essentials video to fine-tune your LinkedIn profile. If you are looking for any other general career information, go to My MQ Career Zone for a 24/7 online career advice. Finally, feel free to email us if you have any other questions. Thank you for joining us today. We hope that you have found this session useful. Good luck with developing your resume and cover letter.